Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something that might sound a little bit crazy. In the world of startups, the absolute best ideas, the billion-dollar ones, often look like really, really bad ideas at first. So let's kick things off with this quote from Peter Thiel. It's pretty provocative, right? But what he's getting at is that the real wins don't come from fighting everyone else for the same little slice of the pie. And trust me, right now, that pie is getting seriously crowded. You know, if you're a founder, you're probably feeling this in your bones. For the last couple of years, AI felt like this wide open frontier. New models were dropping, opening up all these amazing possibilities. But that vibe is shifting. The easy wins, the obvious ideas, they're pretty much gone. So here's the game plan for today. We're going to start by looking at just how crowded the AI space has become. Then we'll get into the secret to breaking out of that competition. We'll look at some amazing companies that pulled it off. I'll give you a framework for how to find your own idea, and we'll wrap it all up with the one big takeaway you need to remember. Okay, so let's really dig into this problem. It doesn't matter what you're trying to build today, you are facing a ton of competition, more than ever before. But why? What happened? Well, if you look back, there's a really clear pattern. Every time a huge new tech platform comes along, think the internet or smartphones, it kicks off this kind of modern-day gold rush. And for about 2 years, there's just a flood of obvious, easy ideas up for grabs. Well, for AI, that 2-year window, it's slamming shut as we speak. And here's what that looks like in the real world. Just saying, hey, I'm going to use AI to automate something in the insurance industry, that's not a unique insight anymore. That's what everyone is doing. You're going to find yourself in a knife fight with 5, 10, maybe even 20 other startups that have the exact same idea and a lot of cash. So, okay, if the main road is a total traffic jam, how do you find a different path? The answer isn't just to be a little bit cleverer. It's about finding what Peter Thiel calls a secret. And this right here is so important. A real contrarian idea doesn't just feel clever or non-obvious. It feels dangerous. It's the kind of thing that should make you a little nervous, you know? Like, man, I could pour years of my life into this and be totally, completely wrong. That fear, that's actually a pretty good sign you might be onto something big. This really lays out the two different mindsets. The obvious ideas are the ones you see all over social media and in the tech news. They feel safe because everyone is talking about them. But the real secrets, they come from questioning all of that. They're built on a fundamental truth about the world that, for whatever reason, almost everyone else has missed. All right, enough theory. Let's look at some real companies that started out with ideas that VCs, experts, you name it, they all thought were doomed from the start. So take flock safety. The whole thing started because the founder got fed up after every single car in his street got broken into one night. He wanted to solve it, but when he pitched the idea to investors, they saw nothing but red flags. I mean, look at this list. This idea broke pretty much every single rule in the venture capital playbook. Hardware? Too expensive. Neighborhoods? Too small a market. Selling to the government? A complete nightmare. Oh, and the company wasn't even in the Bay Area. On paper, this was a certified bad idea. But that bad idea is now a company worth $7.5 billion. And get this. Today, the Flock Safety Network helps solve 10% of all reported crime in the entire US. Just incredible. Next up, let's talk about Coinbase. Their big, unpopular bet wasn't just contrarian to investors, it was contrarian to their own first customers. They bet that the future of crypto wasn't about being anti-establishment, but about being regulated and easy for normal people to use. Seriously, Coinbase made its core audience furious. The first wave of crypto people were these cypherpunks who wanted to burn the whole financial system to the ground. And here comes Coinbase saying, hey, let's work with the banks. Let's follow the rules. They made a bet that the future of crypto wasn't a small group of idealists, but millions of regular folks who just wanted something safe and trustworthy. So these stories are awesome. But the real question is, how do you find one of these unpopular billion-dollar ideas for yourself? Well, let's walk through a bit of a framework. This is your cheat sheet. You can start from a deep human need, just like Flock Safety did, with a simple desire for community safety. You can question the standard startup playbook, like Coinbase did when it ignored its early vocal users. You could explore those weird legal gray areas, the way Uber went after old taxi laws. Or you can be what's called a sci-fi founder and just tackle a problem so ridiculously hard, like OpenAI did, that it scares literally everyone else away. So let's bring this all home. Where do these world-changing ideas actually come from? Well, I can tell you where they don't come from. If you're searching for a truly original idea, a real secret, you're just not going to find it by scrolling social media or reading the same blogs as everyone else. The consensus view, the trendy take, that's the road to a crowded market, not a breakthrough. The real secrets are found out there, in the messy real world, not on a screen. They come from one thing: understanding a person's problem so deeply, so intimately, that the solution becomes crystal clear to you, even when nobody else can see it. This is the signal you are looking for. It's the ultimate test. When 9 people tell you you're crazy, but that one person, that one potential customer, looks you in the eye and says, "Oh my God, I need that right now," that's when you know you've found a secret. At the end of the day, it's so easy to get sucked into chasing whatever is hot right now. But the people who build things that last, they're the ones who obsess over solving a real human problem, guided by their own weird, unpopular, and unique insight into the world. So we'll leave you with that to chew on. What's the unpopular truth that only you can see? What's your secret? Thanks for watching The Explainer.